I'm going to show you guys my whole wheat bread recipe that I learned from my mom. It is super good, super light. Like a lot of whole wheat breads are really dense. This one's really light. It's really good, really easy to make. Here is the ingredients. You're going to need 2 tablespoons of yeast, a half a cup of water, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 2/3 cup of oil, 2/3 cup of honey or brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of salt, 5 cups of warm water, and 7 cups of whole wheat flour. First, you're going to get the 2 tablespoons of yeast, half a cup of water, and a teaspoon of sugar, and mix it together and let it work over there. And in the meantime, I've got Savea helping me cook here, so she's going to be a little noisy in the background, sorry. In the meantime, I use my Bosch. You can use the KitchenAid or you can do it by hand. And in here you mix 2/3 cup of oil, 2/3 cup of honey or brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of salt, and 5 cups of warm water. You mix that together, and then you add in the yeast mixture, and I will do that. Okay, I've got my yeast mixture in there now. Now you just slowly mix it in. And that's good. And then you start adding your 7 cups of whole wheat flour. After you've added your 7 cups of flour, it looks about like this. It's still pretty runny. And this is the only kind of tricky part. Depending on your humidity that you live in is depending on how much more flour that you will add. So you'll actually need more flour than what the recipe calls for. But you just slowly add it until it doesn't stick to the side anymore when you're mixing. And I forgot to tell you about this wheat too. I grind my own wheat. I have a wheat grinder. But you can totally buy your own wheat if you don't have a wheat grinder. But that's just the way that I've always done it. So I'm just going to slowly add some flour, and I will show you what it looks like when it is done mixing. Okay, I've added approximately maybe 3 or 4 more cups of flour. I live in a really dry climate, so it just kind of depends, like I said, on your climate. But you'll mix it until when you touch the dough like this, it doesn't stick to your finger anymore too bad. I mean, if it sticks just a little bit, it's fine, but you don't want it sticking too bad. But you don't want to add too much flour, it gets more stiff. So the less flour you add into your mixture and make it still workable, the better. So now I'm just going to turn on my Bosch mixer to a 1, and I mix it for 10 minutes. Or you can do your KitchenAid just on a low speed for 10 minutes. Or you can knead it for 10 minutes. Okay, so after 10 minutes of mixing, that's what it looks like. As you can see, it's less sticky. It kind of densens up. I don't know if that's a word. While you're mixing it. And you just take it out of the bowl. I put just a little bit of oil on my surface. This is a silicone mat. They're awesome if you don't have one. I highly suggest them if you do a lot of breads and rolls and stuff, because they are fantastic. I even let the kids play clay on it and stuff. And they're just great because they don't slide, and you can cut on them. Yeah, like any other silicone product.
That bread smells good.
Oh, good.
Why do you have to use it with your hands?
Because I gotta mix it and put it in these dishes so that I can bake it. Oh. Alright. Sorry, it's kind of a process to get it out of the bowl.
No,
Yes.
Okay.
Oh! You just about dropped that on Savea, honey. Be careful. Okay. Take it in the other room and I'll take care of it, okay? Alright. I just put a little bit of oil on my hands, and I split the dough into 4 equal parts.
Oh. Hey, Mom.
Yeah. Don't bump that.
We're doing some fun challenges.
Don't bump that, please, sweetie.
No, we're doing some fun challenges downstairs.
They're about this size. There's 4 of them. Can you
Yeah.
wait just 1 second and tell me about it?
Mom, I will help.
Okay, just 1 second, okay? And
Mom,
roll it
will-
into loaves. And you put it in the pan.
I make little tiny ones.
Davis, watch out, honey.
Me will help.
Okay, just 1 second. I said you could, okay?
And can I eat some?
No.
I'm hungry.
And it makes about that size. Sorry, when you're cooking with 3 kids and friends over, you get a little interrupted. This is what they look like in the pan, and you do spray the pans so that it comes out easily. And then you just cover them and let them rise until they're up over the top of the pan. I don't know exactly how long it takes, maybe a half hour. And this is what it looks like when it is risen. And then you put it in the oven at 350 for 35 minutes. This is what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. I just pop them out of the pan and then I let them cool on their sides so they don't sweat in the pans. And this is what it looks on the like on the inside when you cut it.